Thank you, gentlemen. Listen, we did this with the AFC. We'll do it now with the NFC quarterbacks. A little window shopping, if you will. Sometimes you're just looking, and sometimes you're serious about making a change. What's interesting about the Dallas Cowboys, they paid a lot of folks. Dak Prescott has yet to be among them. Mike, are you window shopping, or what you doing with your quarterback here? He's going to be expensive.
Yeah, this is so easy. We are buying. We are buying.
100%.
He cannot leave. He is durable. He is productive. He wins. It's not that complicated. They should have paid him way before guys like La'el Collins, even Jalen Smith. This is your best player. You know, Zeke Elliott aside, this is a guy you can win with for a long time. Get the deal done. It's cost you a lot of money. We had a bump in the road on Sunday. He didn't practice the whole week before, but this is a guy you can win a lot of games with for a long time.
Should he be the highest paid quarterback in the league? We know it keeps escalating,
Yeah,
so the latest is usually the largest.
Absolutely. Latest is the largest. I mean, Mike and I were talking earlier, he could have been he possibly a $400 million player, right? And if you're the Dallas Cowboys, it's a great investment to make. And to your, it's not just on the field. I think what he provides in the locker room is invaluable as well. I mean, this guy does it the right way. I mean, you never hear any issue except positive coming out of what Dak. That's what you want to lead your franchise. He's done a heck of a job, deserves to get paid.
You talk about the highs are high and the lows are low. I'm not sure there's any quarterback that personifies more than does Jameis Winston. I mean, it's just head-scratching, to say the least. What do you do here?
I'm buying.
You're buying?
You're buying.
I
am buying. And here's why. Well, first of all,
I'd like to know why.
He might set the interception record, and he's going to have 30 for 30 club, right? 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. I think he's got 40-plus sacks. There's no telling what else, how many pick six he's thrown this year. However, his number is going to be manageable in the quarterback world. And we just talked about a potential $400 million in Dak. You can get his number at 20, kind of 25. So it's kind of a value where you can get him. If you need to move on, you can. Second year under Bruce Arians, their head coach down in Tampa. You get another time to kind of build and go. Here's my thing. You know what you have in him right now, what you potentially could work towards. You bring a new guy in, it's how quickly can he get brought up? How quickly can he adapt to what you're trying to get accomplished? That's the question.
We've just been saying if, I feel like, for quite some time with getting these things ironed out.
Jeff, from a player perspective, though, when he turns the ball over so many times, isn't there a little bit of a here we go again? And it's deflating after a while.
You know, I would agree. Like for a guy like me, I would have been frustrated early on. But you see what he does to guys around him, and for whatever reason, this guy is endeared in their locker room. Like you see him go run up after someone else makes a mistake, and he's the first guy to encourage. So for whatever reason, he's bought the ability for guys to continue to ride with him. And for what it is, I'm just telling you, for the number that you're getting him at, I'm going to hold on to him for another year.
You have to think about the numbers. That's part of the decision.
Yeah, not long term until he proves it, but for 1 year, absolutely.
That's part of the decision-making process with any of these guys. And so for $2 million, you can cut ties with Cam Newton and move on. But you got to pay that. Is it worth it? Do you window shop here? Or do you make that move and say it's a sunk cost?
I absolutely am. I'm buying. You know, for 20-plus years, I've been looking for winning quarterbacks. This guy, when healthy, has taken you to a Super Bowl. You bring in a new head coach, fresh set of eyes, and say, how do we maximize this guy's ability? He's going to be healthy. He missed all of this season, and you're lucky that you have him. We know this guy's ceiling, so why not? He's in the building. Let's keep him. Let's pair him with a new head coach. We have the whole season to evaluate it, but this guy is a winner, and I'm excited if I'm the new head coach.
All right, Mitchell Trubisky, and in this particular instance, we're talking about a fifth-year option. Jeff.
Yeah, and I'm buying the fifth-year option. And I'm going to say this. He has gotten crushed this season, partly deservedly so, because of what's happened in their offense. That being said, if you look what is around him and what has stayed healthy around him this season, I'm not sure you lay all the blame at his feet, right? You send away his best runner. Now all of a sudden, can you get this thing going? It has looked ugly this season, but in more areas for the Bears than just Trubisky. If for the fifth-year option, I'm keeping him. Let's not forget, the guy played like 15 games in college. This is not
the learning curve has been different.
Yeah, and so everybody's looking at the ascension of other guys, Pat Mahomes being, after the game, he's giving this kind of stuff. Let me tell you something. going under Andy Reid's offense, it helps, man. And I get Nagy. I get he came from the same. That's still not Andy Reid. And I'm not saying Trubisky is them. I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying give the guy another year to try to get himself put together, and let's see if you can develop him.
Wendy, do you know where Mitchell Trubisky went to college?
Here it goes.
I'm asking you, do you know where he went?
I do.
University of North Carolina. You know where Jeff Saturday went to college?
I do. University of North Carolina.
That's called a conflict of interest.
You
that's
know
why,
this.
No.
Well, I know this because every time the Wofford Terriers play them in basketball, we win. So that's how I know for sure where they went.
But anyway, because of that conflict of interest, we're going to just put Jeff's analysis to the side for a second. This guy may be the fourth best quarterback in the division, and he was average in college. Through 3 years in the NFL, he's been average. And as a leader in the front office, when you make a mistake, you have to admit it and move on.
But last year they went 12-4. Like that's what I'm saying. You're saying he's 12-4 a year ago, and they're sitting in a different with a field goal
I think
kicker.
I'd give it one more. You give it one more year, Mike, and just see.
The verb I would use if I was in the Chicago Bear front office is I would be scouring, looking for competition for this guy. And I'm not just basing on 1 year. I'm going over the body of work from college to the pros, and that's where I think this guy's bar is pretty low, and I think we could do better if we work hard at it.
Let's talk about New Orleans.
You get paid, Trubisky. Send me some cash. Go ahead. Sorry. Say it again.
All right, let's talk about New Orleans for just a minute. Clearly, you're buying Drew Brees, but then there's Teddy Bridgewater, who will be on the market as well. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm going wholesale. I'm going to Costco in New Orleans. I'm buying that entire quarterback room.
Yes, sir.
Taysom Hill, Teddy Bridgewater, Drew Brees. This guy right
in
here,
bulk.
5-0 as a starter this year.
Good.
He deserves to start. So they've done a great job in New Orleans amassing quarterback talent. If it's within reason, I want to keep him because, look, Drew Brees got hurt. He's not getting any younger. And if I could keep this trio together, that's the foundation, hopefully, for a multiple Super Bowl run if I'm the New Orleans Saints.
Think about how many fans cheer for all three of these dudes. I mean, you want Teddy Bridgewater to be.
True.
I mean, you love all of them. Like
when he
everyone,
came in, they didn't miss a beat. They go 5-0.
Yeah, you know,
Teddy Bridgewater.
I mean, this is the most loved quarterback room in the NFL, man. I mean, everybody pulls for each one of them, and why not? Right?
Yeah, why not?
It's a thing of beauty.
And Taysom Hill reminds me of Brad Smith, somebody we had the Jets that Rex Ryan loved. He is a jack of all trades.
Yeah,
he's a great weapon to have.
Quality shop.
Giants win. Redskins win. The debacle continues and have so much that we can all blast everybody.
Listen, on a serious note, I do want to say today here at NFL Live, we wish you all a happy holiday.
Yes.
And this family has had a difficult week. Jeff, we love you. We miss you. And we will see you soon. Happy holidays, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I never thought we'd have this conversation, but I guess you got to hear it. Peyton, you got to get a job. I mean a full-time job. You can't just sell insurance on TV.
I mean, they're actually paying me pretty well, Dad.
It's not about money. It's about purpose. Everyone needs purpose. And my purpose is to get you off these steps and doing something.
I mean, what can I do? All I know is football. I did read where 2019 is going to be the 100th anniversary of the NFL. It really does make you think, how much do I really know about the family business?
100 years ago, the NFL did not exist. Sundays were silent. The billion-dollar stadiums, the crowds, the football spiraling through the sky.
River.
The endless audibles at the line of scrimmage. There was none of that. Pretty amazing. Something so small growing into something so big.
How would you even figure we got to the NFL as we know it today?
How did you learn to throw a football?
Well, you always told me fingers on the laces, index finger kind of toward the top, feet.
You learn by doing.
Doing. All right, Dad, any advice?
Yeah, on your fantasy team, you and Marshall should pick Patrick Mahomes. Gonna have a huge first year as a starter.
Really? All right, got it. What else?
You should do introspective voiceovers. People eat that stuff up.
Introspective voiceovers, okay.
Selfies, that's where it's at. Lots of selfies.
I didn't know you knew what a selfie was. I hate selfies. All right, I'll take lots of selfies. Thanks.
At least he's not living in the back house.
I'm Peyton Manning, and I love football.
Peyton, who's your favorite football player?
My dad.
So for the NFL's 100th season,
Mobile 1920 started the NFL.
I'm hitting the road. I'm here to find out how the NFL became the NFL.